And welcome back to another video. Today is a very different one. We are doing the biggest challenge there is in the Crew 2. So we are going to be driving from Central Park in New York, which is where we currently are. We are going to be driving all the way to glamorous Los Angeles. We are going to be traveling 73 miles through various different states, starting up here in New York. You can see the track there. So kind of following our waypoints, we're going to be going through the Mississippi, just north of Washington, over into the Central Plains, down to the Central Woods of Central America, down over towards Santa Fe. We're going to be coming in from the south of Los Angeles, coming through the Black Mountains, the Black Ridge Motorsport Park by Joshua Treeland, the South Coast, Orange County we're going to be going through, and finishing in Los Angeles. So without further ado, people, let's start hitting the road. We're going to be driving our brand new Audi TT RS Quattro, top speed of 173 miles an hour, and brake horsepower sitting at about 500. Lovely mustard yellow colour with the black and silver wheels. Lovely hood scoop as well. Right, let's begin. 75-mile drive from New York to LA. In real life, it is about 2,700 miles. So we're going to be going through woodlands. We're going to be going through cities. We won't be seeing any snow because the snow is at the north of the country, just south of the Canadian border. Oh, there we go. Got a challenge on the way. We haven't even left Manhattan yet. $750. I am now officially famous in this game. So we're going to be stopping every kind of like 5-10 minutes or so, having a look at the map, see how far we've come, see whereabouts, learn more about the Audi TT RS Quattro. 3 miles down, 70 to go. Now you can see after leaving the city, moving into more kind of rural New York state. So Washington's towards our left, but we're not going to be heading to Washington. We're going just north of Washington. 67 miles left, 6 down, 67 to go. Now this is where America becomes a little bit more mountainous. The terrain becomes a little bit more kind of difficult. Like the miles in this game are actual miles as you would travel in real life. It's an actual mile. It's about just over 2,500 miles if you were to drive in real life from New York to Los Angeles. Take about 40 hours apparently if you were driving non-stop. I've got a feeling we're going to be traveling during the night a little bit as well. So I'm trying to work out whether this is sunset or sun. I was looking at the sun. So we're in the Mississippian Plateau. Stars are coming out. It's going to look absolutely spectacular at night as well. We're going to be going over the Mississippi River. Now this is the biggest river in the United States, going all the way from Niagara Falls, which is just up here, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico down here, all the way through America. But we are currently driving adjacent to the Mississippi River. Look at that shot over there. I think we're going to be heading into the daytime soon. 55 miles left. Oh, bollocks. So this is a lot more kind of farmland here. So we've gone through the city, gone through the forest and wood of the states, and now we're going into the farmland, the crops. I am just ruining people's wheat and barley and vegetables. So as you can see, we're not even halfway through yet. We've still got so much to see in this game. We're going to focus with the mission and the task at hand, which is driving from coast to coast. LA is the finish line and New York is the starting line. So now we're going into more inland America. You can kind of see there's differences about the road, about the terrain, about the type of trees you can see as well. It's not kind of the dense wood. It's a lot more kind of spread out. I think a lot more trees have been unfortunately chopped down in this part of the states. 46 miles to go. So we've got a new street race there on the right hand side, which we will be coming back to in another episode. But today we're going to be focusing on driving from New York, moving across into the California glitz and glamour Kardashian lifestyle. So we're now in New Mexico, into the mountain states. Gonna try some little drifting tricks on here. You can see why they call it the mountain state. It's a big construction site going on here. We are just entering the city of Santa Fe. Back into the mountain state. Got some ruins either side of us here. Look at that view. 40 miles to go in our quest. Let's have a look whereabouts in the country we are. I would say we are around about halfway now. potentially just over halfway. So where have we been to so far? Come out of New York, just north of Washington, gone over the Mississippi River, north of Amarillo, and then we've gone through the woods, through Santa Fe in New Mexico. Nice little B&B there, I think. Becoming a little bit more windy on the roads. You can tell in New Mexico the roads were very straight. There's not a lot of kind of turns, twists, but here, moving out of New Mexico, it's becoming a lot more kind of windy, a lot more bendy. So we're just going through a little town in Holbrook. That was close. Coming out to another little town. 27 miles left. 47 miles down, 26 miles to go. We're going into the Black Mount. I think it's a lot more kind of volcanic soil. Oh yeah, you can see instantly, straight away, right in front, you see the big mountain. It's a lot more kind of dark. I think the soil and the rock is a lot darker than kind of like New Mexico and Utah, where it's a lot more orange. Going through a little village of Kingman. 49 miles down, 22 to go. No, 51 down, 22 to go. Sorry, that maths was horrendous. Now you can see the fog is really coming in over to the right. I think we're a little bit lower down. Obviously, we've come from the high altitude of the mountains. I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely loving this car. Wow, the weather's really coming in here. Whereabouts are we? So we're now going to be entering the last final stretch of our challenge. 17 miles to go. Coming in from the south of Los Angeles through the Orange County. Still in the mountain states and Black Mount. Not too long left, but you could tell by kind of where we are, where we're driving at the moment, we're still a very, very long way away from Los Angeles. This does not look anything like the glistening, glamorous city. Okay guys, we've got 13 miles left. The last stretch, the last 10 miles. You can see the west coast of the United States just in front of us there. Going through the vineyards of California. Some lovely wines being produced here in this part of the world. Coming up to the last 7 miles stretch. Coming through Orange County, just south of Los Angeles. Not long left to go now. You can see the finish line just ahead of us. 5.8 miles away. Do a quick little jump here. Slightly gone the wrong way. Last stretch of the journey. We are now in Bellflower in Los Angeles. Very, very different city to New York. The last 1.5 miles. And here is the finish line, the Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles. Challenge 4 completed. Finishing in Santa Monica.